Hello friends, myself Yojna Kumawat from KK Polytechnic Nashik. Today I am going to discuss zeolite process with you. This zeolite process comes under the subject of plant utility and the chapter industrial water. This topic comes under the unit outcome of apply various methods of water softening for the given hard water. In this video, I am going to discuss process description of zeolite process, reaction occurred inside the zeolite bed, then the regeneration reaction, advantages and disadvantages of this zeolite process. This is the concept map of this unit outcome. These are the different water softening processes: lime soda process, ion exchange process and zeolite process. In this video, I am going to discuss only zeolite process. The learning objective or the key learning of this video is untreated boiler feed water causes a various problem in the boiler. So it is necessary to remove all the impurities present in the water. For that, the softening processes are necessary. So in zeolite process, we are going to study the description of zeolite process, regeneration reactions and the advantages and disadvantages of this process. Zeolite is hydrated sodium aluminosilicate. This is also called as permutate. That's why this process is also called as permutate process. This zeolite can be readily dehydrated or rehydrated and are used as a cation exchanger and the molecular sieves. The zeolites are capable of exchanging reversibly its sodium ions for hardness producing ions in water. Means the calcium and magnesium ions which are present in the water get replaced with the sodium of zeolite, and in this way this softening process occurs. The chemical structure of this zeolite is Na2O, Al2O3, XSiO2 and YH2O. Here X can be 2 to 10 digits or Y can be 2 to 6 digits. In this slide you can see this is one zeolite and this is a structure of zeolite. This is a structural diagram of zeolite, and there are two types of zeolite. One is a natural zeolite and second is a synthetic zeolite. Natural zeolite are non-porous in nature. Example of natural zeolite is natrolite and its formula is Na2O, Al2O3, XSiO2, YH2O. Synthetic zeolites are porous and possesses some structure. They are prepared by heating together china clay, feldspar and soda ash. Such zeolites possesses higher exchange capacity per unit weight than the natural zeolites. This slide shows the diagram of zeolite process. In this diagram, you can see this is a zeolite bed which is situated on this gravel layer. Hard water is sprayed through this inlet on this zeolite bed, and after the reaction in this zeolite bed, the soft water is removed from this process through this outlet and sent to the process. The impurities which are formed inside this process are removed through this sink pipe. For the regeneration of the zeolite process, NaCl is added in this process. For that, NaCl storage tank is given at the bottom of this zeolite process. From this NaCl storage tank, NaCl is sent to this zeolite bed and the zeolite bed is regenerated with the help of this NaCl, or we can say the brine solution. This figure also shows the schematic process diagram of zeolite process. In this, hard water inlet is shown. This NaCl inlet is there and hard water comes on this zeolite bed, and after the reaction this water is removed through this outlet. In this slide, actual reaction which are occurring in the zeolite bed are shown. You can see this is a cylindrical shell. This portion is the zeolite bed. We generally represent this zeolite bed as NaZe, where Na shows the sodium ion and Ze shows the other molecules which are present in that zeolite. So, when the raw water is supplied to this zeolite bed, it is reacted with this NaZe, and after the reaction soft water is removed through this bed. Hard water consists of impurities like calcium chloride, magnesium sulfate, calcium and magnesium carbonates or bicarbonate. Such water is, when enters into this zeolite bed, it react with this sodium zeolite, and the molecules of this calcium and magnesium replaces the sodium of zeolite. That's why in this zeolite bed CaZe and MgZe are formed, and this Na react with the Cl2 and SO4 molecules. That's why NaCl and Na2SO4 are formed. This NaCl and Na2SO4 are removed with this soft water, and for the regeneration of this process we stop this whole process and we add concentrated NaCl inside this zeolite bed, and this Na of this NaCl get replaces with the calcium and magnesium Ze, which is formed in this zeolite bed, and again we regenerate this NaZe, that is our zeolite. These are the reactions which are occurring in this zeolite process. When the water enters into this zeolite process, this calcium and magnesium ions are replaced with the sodium ions. In the first reaction, we can see this sodium zeolite react with the calcium bicarbonate which is present in the hard water, and this Ca replaced with this Na, and CaZe and sodium bicarbonates are formed. In second reaction, we can see this sodium zeolite react with the magnesium bicarbonate, and MgZe is formed by replacing the sodium, and this sodium react with the bicarbonate and it forms the sodium bicarbonates. If the calcium chloride and calcium sulfate impurities are present in that hard water, then also this calcium replaces with this sodium and it forms CaZe plus NaCl, and this Na2Ze also react with the calcium sulfate and it forms the CaZe and sodium sulfate. This sodium zeolite also react with the magnesium chloride and magnesium sulfate, and after the reaction they forms MgZe plus 2NaCl and MgZe plus Na2SO4. Means this impurities of sodium, that is sodium bicarbonate, sodium Cl and sodium sulfate, remains in the soft water as it is. When all the zeolite is used by these impurities, then the zeolite bed is exhausted. To regenerate this zeolite bed, we add 10% brine solution, means NaCl solution inside it. So, in regeneration process, what happens? The CaZe and MgZe, which is formed in the zeolite bed, react with the two molecules of sodium chloride and it will form sodium zeolite and CaCl2. Also, this MgZe react with the NaCl and it forms sodium zeolite and MgCl2. Means here the sodium zeolite we get back in this regeneration process, and the CaCl2 and MgCl2 which is formed after the regeneration is drained out from this zeolite process. Advantages of zeolite process are it removes the hardness almost completely and water of about 10 ppm hardness is produced. The equipment used in the zeolite process is compact and it requires a very small space. No impurities are precipitated in this process, so there is no danger of sludge formation in the treated water at the latter stage. The process automatically adjusts itself for variation in hardness of incoming water. It is quite clean and it requires less time for softening and it requires less skill for maintenance as well as operation. And the disadvantages of zeolite processes are the treated water contains more sodium salts than in the lime soda process. This method only replaces the calcium and magnesium ions but leaves all the acidic ions like carbonates and bicarbonates in the softened water. And because of this carbonates and bicarbonate ion, when this water is sent to the steam generation plant, this sodium bicarbonate decomposes producing the carbon dioxide, and because of this corrosion occurs inside the boiler. Also the sodium carbonate hydrolyzes to form the sodium hydroxide, and this sodium hydroxide causes caustic embrittlement inside the boiler. And the third disadvantage of this process is high turbidity water cannot be treated efficiently by this method because the fine impurities are deposited in the zeolite bed, thereby they are creating problem for its working. Thank you everyone for watching my video.